Okay. Yeah? Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back?
Welcome back.
Okay. So, let me see if I can get this out
Download.
a lot. Let's start with this. United States, founded by rebels who established a certain level of freedom as best as they understood at the time. There's always issues. Each subsequent generation, because that was imprinted, takes up the mantle and expands that freedom dialogue out to include more, to include more, to include more, to include more. Follow? Now, here we are with this yearning to establish more possibilities in our bones as a generation. And what we're doing is trying to recreate or reestablish or refound in a way spaces / approaches / bridges, vehicles to reality. Let's say we're having a religious revival, although it doesn't look how it has looked before. So we're under spiritual attack. We're under spiritual invasion, right? We're importing all of these traditionally Eastern modalities because we resonate with, we feel that there's something else to the story, and we're importing other systems that have also felt that there's more to the story. If you follow where I'm going. So, yes? Follow me? But because we are so full of the innovative, DIY, freedom-fighting attitude, we also carry an aversion to the nuances of the systems that we're importing, namely teacher-student relationship. None of us we don't like bosses for a lot of reasons. And both sides are wrong. Young people who want to get to the top too fast and established people who scream at everybody, right? Both are wrong. So anyway, my point is we have an aversion, we still have an aversion, or psychologically, we have an aversion to the important nuances that are present in the common sense views of the systems that we're importing, namely teacher-student relationship. Because it's like if you go to a yoga class, we've talked about this, and you're doing a pose, a posture. If the posture's too easy, you don't get the benefits. If the posture's too hard, you don't get the benefits. So there's a way to do it just right. There's a certain amount of tension. So without the tension of teacher, and without the tension of the teacher's teacher, and so on, and without the tension of needing to become a teacher in order to pass along, we'll miss the nuances of what we're trying to import, if you follow what I'm saying. We resonate, again, we're also because of the development of culturally, which means really the psychological sort of substructures of the religion of the West, which is the exoteric Christianity teaching. That is, you're not good enough. You're wrong, and you need this person in order to establish your relationship. It's part of the aversion that we are still carrying into and filtering our understanding of the really the subtleties that make the systems that we resonate with magical. The subtleties of that is understanding how to position oneself in the line. Information to get the information. How to position yourself to form the link in the chain. If you follow what I'm saying. So the really important question for sincere students or sincere seekers to ask is how to discern teacher, how to relate to teacher, and then how to become teacher. So we're always talking about, some of the class we're talking about qualifications of teacher. Because understand the nuances for them, let's say if you're studying, you don't just rush and pick a teacher. You gravitate toward the larger practice area, let's say, and you observe and you see who's got the game. So traditionally you're looking for three things. You're looking, number one, for lineage. Am I drawn to someone who is really supported by heavy duty work? It's not new money. They like that one. Am I drawn to someone who's really supported by heavy duty work? And what might that person's life look like? Who's really doing, who's a product of a heavy duty line? A. B, and more importantly than that even, is the common sense, the ability to explain the processes in a common sense way. So for us, we don't have the subliminal contextual sensibility to interpret the traditional path. For us, if we have to choose between lineage or common sense should always win. Even the Buddha, quote unquote, don't just trust what I'm saying because I'm a Buddha. Common sense, bro. So if I'm looking for a teacher, I'm looking for lineage definitely, but if I have to choose between lineage or common sense, always choosing common sense. And the ideal situation is the combination of both of those things. But in order to really enter into, let's say, in order to plug into the real view of these systems that we're importing, it requires getting over the aversion to boss and trying to plug into that space that's right in the middle where I understand that this is going to be a line of energy that will expand through me into infinity and is arriving to me from some inconceivable chain of events. If you follow what I'm saying. So that's what the ability to position oneself in that way, to hold that posture, is when the magic can start.